Here we go, getting into some clips of it. We have two names for this screen, one where the screen runner is crossing the ball and one where he's not. That just helps our guys. We can line up in balanced, condensed formations and run the play both ways so guys know, who's a screen runner. There's a bunch of different ways to do it, but it's worked well for us. So getting into it, these are all clips of our slide screen that's not crossing the ball. So quarterback, we're running inside zone to the left. Our wing, number 3 receiver here is running the slide screen. So he's just going to jab, shuffle down, right? Make him, sell the C-gap cutoff. Quarterback is reading the C-gap defender. And we tell him on this play if we want to be aggressive pull. So if the end runs up the field or we get pressure in our face and C-gap player runs up the field, we should hand the ball off. But if we have a good chance of getting around it, we want to pull it, get the ball outside on the perimeter. Down here at the bottom, we have our single receiver. This is kind of a man look. And when we get man coverage, the thing we talk about takes a good amount of practice. But if you get man coverage, you can take 2 and basically crack slant, which we don't do here, but the rules still fit up. So down at the bottom, we're blocking MDM. Number 2 receiver to the field is blocking the overhang. Quarterback's reading the C-gap. He gets a pull. And all this is triple option football. Why this has been good for us, I believe, as opposed to just a traditional bubble or perimeter screen, is you basically get this run action. You get a much greater response from a defense when you are not just immediately throwing a bubble where there's almost, there's a run action. You get guys pulling down into the box, and you can out-leverage guys pretty easy. So there you go. There's to a 2-man side, inside zone. Here, another play from the same game. If we pause it right here, we have number 1 receiver is blocking MDM. Number 2 would have the overhang, just the first guy inside the corner, inside 7 yards. We call that the overhang, the apex defender. The good thing about this play is, the gaps can change, right? Sometimes this play, the ball can be thrown quick, or it can be extended out all the way to the sideline. And we're telling the screen runner, you're trying to get the football all the way to the perimeter. We're trying to circle the field. Again, C-gap cutoff, simulating C-gap cutoff. Boom, get the pull, get the ball thrown. Guy takes a poor angle and ball's outside, getting the defense moving side to side. Here's another clip into pressure. So the thing that takes the most practice is, having this guy that has the overhang, the blocker that has the overhang block, to not chase any blitzers, because we want to run this play into pressure. So basically we can get an extra guy outside and not go 1-for-1 when, someone's blitzing. There you go. Quarterback, again, ball and back hip, C-gap defender. Negotiate the throw, and we don't block that up perfectly, but you're still getting guys one-on-one outside. Let them do the thing. Here is same play to a single receiver side now. So this receiver into the boundary is just blocking MDM. And you can see him right now. He's going to running a crack slant. Doesn't do a great job, but they crack replace. They do a good job here of crack replacing. But at the end of the day, you still have our last option is quarterback pull. If you don't have the throw, you take off and run. We're just working triple option principles. Great play in the red zone. You get a stronger response, usually from a defense down there. And there you go. Efficient plays. Again, to a single receiver side. I put this one on here for the blocking up top. Quarterback goes the wrong way, but up top, we have one guy, 1 for 2. So if the corner stays back, safety triggers, we'll take him and leave the corner unblocked, and you get you still get it ruled up and the ball in space. Okay, so here's another one. Slide screen again, this paired with GT counter. So we get field pressure, negotiate the throw, and now the ball's outside. We're 2 for 2 with the ball outside. So you can pair this with any runs that you like. It's very, very versatile. Okay, another look at it, same thing. Just some in motion, quarterback's reading C gap. And as they get better at this play, you can start changing the rules up and having them look through the C gap to the secondary and see if we're getting leverage. But starting off, definitely, one read at a time. It does take a good amount of practice, but if your zone run team, you read anybody, this is a great addition. Here's another one, orbit motion away. Tough block here. This receiver does a really, really good job of blocking MDM. He's corners low at this point, so we're thinking that we're going to take the corner. The corner lifts, the safety triggers, and he adjusts and does a really good job of blocking most dangerous here. Fourth down. 4th and 5, get the ball outside, and there you go. All right, so those are all our slide screens. Same side, simulating that C gap cutoff. Now these are basically split zone bluff with the screen runner going across the football. So, however you want to do that, tag the guy that's running the screen. Or have 2 calls for it. But this is just a great way to get, if you got a good H or tight end or even running this with a receiver, basically just getting touches for your guys. So here we go. Here's another blocking MDM up top, overhang to a 2 receiver side. Good. Ball's outside, and there's a quarterback keep. Guy was being really aggressive. So again, you don't have to throw. You get the ball outside. Again, your last option is always to run, if you don't like the throw. Or if you got space. You got grass, go take it. Another 2 receiver side, corner trap. C-gap player ends up being this linebacker. Ball's pulled, gets outside. Again, you're getting 2-on-1. Anytime we can get 2-on-1, we're having a good time. And again, you have a good tight end. This is a great play for him. When we block to a 3-man side, the rules are a little different. There's a lot of different looks you can get. Basically what we tell the guys is we're just blocking 1, 2, and 3 from the sideline. So take the guy over you, and there you go. So we're going 1, 2, 3. Quarterback could have thrown it or keeps it here, but principle's still the same. If that screen runner doesn't get the football, he'll turn up and go block for the quarterback.